Americans have a tremendous part of, Americans have a tremendous amount of political information available to them through mass media. Mass media such as television, the internet, radio, things like that. Although a lot of people don't use radio these days. Through these newscasters, they project possible things like possible outcomes of different political issues about what's going on. During election years, the streaming of these political issues and debates and things like that happen a lot more because, well, everybody knows they try to focus more on around election time. Although all this information is available to Americans, very rarely does it actually sink into us. It's just like when you're talking to your mom or dad. Like, they could be talking to you all day, but it just goes in one ear and goes out the other. Americans may be politically engaged by research. That's mainly how you judge how well somebody is politically involved with the issues.
Public opinion polls. Public opinion polls are a great way to measure what it is that the public wants or to tell how the public feels about a certain area in politics. Polling techniques include representative sampling, in which today this is accomplished by using a computer to dial random phone numbers, then picking a person in the household to interview using a different method. Although popular sovereignty is a pillar and a basis in the Constitution, the Founding Fathers did not always want what the people provoked. Public opinion polls are a great tool for the politicians today to see what the people want, and from there they can choose to support what the public's opinion. Mainly we see this type of interaction with the members of Congress in the House of Representatives. So for example, if I wanted a law or I wanted to propose a change or an amendment, then public opinion polls can influence a member of the House or the Senate to propose a law or a bill.
Alright, and there's also different things called right-wing and left-wing conservatives and things like that. If you're right-wing, you're more liberal, and if you're left-wing, you're more conservative. By liberal, we mean that you want the government more involved in political issues, but you don't want them as involved in sociological issues such as childbirth. Whereas if you're liberal, you want the exact opposites. You want them more or less involved in, you want them more involved in economic. You want them more involved in sociological issues and less involved in economic issues. And yeah, so moderates.
However, most Americans consider themselves moderates, which is in the middle of the left and the right wing. And so they basically feel like they're free to make their own decisions. Political efficacy explains, or is the explanation of how a person feels that they're affecting politics themselves. How their opinion, how much effect they think it has on the government.
And that's it.